what inspired me to start working as a content creator? So I worked as a telecommunications technician. I had a 10-year career at a Canadian ISP company called Shaw Cable. I loved what I did, but I hated the company with a passion. And it turned one day where there was just an opportunity to exit the company, because literally one Monday morning they're like, "Hey, things are changing. Can't tell you much. Here's a package, take it or leave it." And you're kind of like, what does that mean? And they didn't really like tell us much, and I felt that it was a bit insulting. And I felt that the company was preparing to sell, and I wasn't really comfortable with that variable. And for me, I started working when I was 16 years old. I have a grade 10 education. You know, I have a good work ethic, and I just wanted to put in time to a big company, work my way up. And then I started seeing that unfold in a different way. And I was always grumpy and not happy. And I had been streaming just for fun, you know, ripping some games with the boys and the homies and playing some FPS and capturing some clips where you pop off. And I kind of sat down with my fiance, soon to be wife, and I said, you know, I have friends that are content creators. So Venruki, for anybody that plays World of Warcraft, Venruki is a good friend of mine. I've actually been buddies with him before the WoW scene, and we used to train together. We played Counter-Strike together and all this stuff. And so, you know, you look at some of those types of things, and I just waited. I said, you know what? I think I'm in a position where I can try something a little unorthodox. You know, I think it's important. Life is short, life is fast, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. And I'm a big advocate for trying to, for a lack of a better term, shoot for the stars. Like, go and try to find what you enjoy every single day. I know it's cliche, but, you know, if you find something you love, you don't work a day in your life. Look, it's still work. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's still work, but it's a much more enjoyable experience. You spend so much time at your job every single day. You need to have elements of the job that you appreciate and you enjoy. So I kind of just weighed my odds and, you know, did the math and figured I had a certain period of window to try to make things go in the right direction. And I said, you know what, I think I want to try something for myself for once. And, you know, rather than being reliant on the man or my future being at stake of a company that would replace me by Tuesday if I died today, I want to try something different. And I had a window to try that. And Amanda, which is my fiance, she encouraged me to give it a rip. And so that's what we did. We said, you know what, let's fucking do it. And I started full-time streaming with like 3 viewers, and I just kept moving forward with that. And we've had growth. We've had, you know, ups and downs like a roller coaster. Every month is different, and I think it keeps you motivated, keeps your feet moving. And you know, it's tough growing in this space, but at the end of the day, you got to be entertaining. You got to be entertaining. You got to be informative. You gotta do something that makes it so people want to stick around and hang out, right? So you got to figure that out. And I think the path to that success comes in many faces, and you got to just figure it out. Really, like it is. Yeah, day one viewers, yeah, they're still around. There's some people from the OG days. We got founders in the chat that pop in from time to time, and I've done anywhere from content from like FPS to, you know, ARPGs and Diablo to MMOs to, you know, we did a lot of WoW classic content. It's a journey, right? I think for me, I like dabbling into a little bit of games because first and foremost, I'm a gamer. And long term, I think if you can be a little bit successful in a bit of variety, not all the time necessarily, because I like to dive into a game, play it all the time, grind it out, kind of min-max over time. But, you know, I think if you're a bit more of on the variety side, you are a bit more resilient, right? A bit more resilient. It's... because again, you know, it's funny because I made the analogy about being at a company, and if you were to die today, they could replace you by Tuesday. Well, let's think about that for a second. What if you're a content creator and you're playing one game and you do content in one game? Well, if that game goes in the shitter, you got to find a way to pivot. Now, you could pivot into a different game within the genre, and that could be a respectable change. But again, like, that's the thing, right? You got to find ways to continually keep your feet moving. But I think there's a lot of variables to it, but I think for me, it was like, hey, what's the worst that can happen if I try this? Okay. I fail, I lose my house, I live on the street, probably. But you know what? I wouldn't let it get to that point. You try it, if you fail, then you go back to the workforce, dude. You go back to the workforce. I had options. I had a 10-year experience in as a technician. I was like I said, a telecommunications technician. I did, phone, internet, TV. I did small business. I trained new technicians. I was on a senior service technician role. So like if you had like 7 guys come out there, they couldn't fix it, they would send me or one of my teammates. And I loved what I did. I just could not stand the company. I thought they were dumb as fuck and they were making stupid ass decisions and I couldn't handle them anymore. I was always grumpy and complaining about it all the time. So really, you know what I mean? I just, within reason, man.
He's so good. Look at his skill.
Within reason, you should try to shoot for your goals. You got to be smart with it. You got to cross the T's. You got to dot the I's. But in some way, shape, or form, pursue a passion, man. I'm a huge advocate for it because you're not going to be fucking 90 years old and looking back and be like, shucks, you know what I mean? I should have vacuumed more. Like, no, man. Life is about experiences, relationships, and moments. And I think it's important to, maybe work a little about, well, you almost got that. It's a matter of like trying to figure your shit out and then pursue something that you love. And that's why I'm a huge proponent of like, I wish people had more free time in life. Everybody's just fucking grinding hard. And it makes sense because the world is fucking expensive. Everything's crazy. Everybody's grinding to keep their head above water. And I wish people had more time to like pursue their passions and their dreams and like whatever as lame as that may sound, that's what I believe. Like, you can, I don't know. Boys, I could be talking to you today. This is the reality. This is the way that I live. But I'm talking to you right now. I could go to bed tonight and you'll never see me again. That's the fucking reality of life. So figure it out. Try to work towards what you want in life. And just, you know what? You might fail and that's okay. And that's okay. Don't be discouraged. Failure is good. There's something to learn about failure. There's something to learn about success. There's something to learn whether or not you're on either side of the table. You know what I mean? Like, just try to do your thing, man. Try to do your thing. You got me in a world of thought there. Yeah. Talking about crunch wraps, dude. How delicious they are. But don't have them with 6-month-old fire sauce because it's bad. Okay, let me tell you. Hey, Alex. You know what? World's the oyster, man. You just gotta, at the end of the day, we talk about these partnerships and everything that come on in. These don't happen without you guys, man. These don't happen without you guys. But at the end of the day, like me as the streamer, as a content creator, I have to find, the reason why people want to watch, whether it be, I think you can be, when I look at streaming, I look at it at 3 pillars, okay? I look at it as either A, you're entertaining, B, you're informative, or C, you're incredibly good at what you do. Like whatever game you're playing, like you're fucking top tier 0.001% gamer. And I think 2 of those you can control. 1, you can control being entertaining. 2, you can control being informative by doing your research. And if you so happen to be insane at what you play, well then you got the trifecta going. I don't know, man. It's a journey. You're learning all the time. I think it's always it's not the new worker that is dangerous. It's the complacent one. And I think that goes into the streaming world too. I think it's when people get too comfortable and too complacent that you start to lose sight and lose your growth and whatnot. And like I said a little bit earlier in the stream, like I'm not one for drama. I don't like drama. I steer clear from it. I stay in my own lane. If anything, if I start detecting drama, I'll fucking turtle and I'll stay in my own lane and just get out of here with that. I don't care for it. But it's, at the end of the day, you got to figure out why you're doing it, what you like to do, and try to create an environment that people enjoy. So yeah, I try to keep a drama-free zone. Every once in a while, wieners come on in and we say, hey, f you, and we make a little moment of it and we all laugh and then we kick their ass out of the door, so that was pretty good timing. That's pretty good timing.